Last night before bed, I was watching a documentary on heart transplants. And it was very interesting because they were talking about how in some students, after they received a heart transplant, they wanted to go swimming more often than not. And in another child, she actually had a heart transplant where afterwards she kept having these memories of something bad happening. And anyways, as the show went on, it went to show you that the person whose heart that the student was interested in swimming afterwards, the heart came from a college student who was an athlete on a swimming scholarship and then died tragically. And his heart was given to this kid, and afterwards he had a propensity or an interest to swim. And another case, this little girl got a heart transplant. She kept having these dreams and memories of bad things happening. And finally she went to a forensic psychologist, and the forensic psychologist took her to a forensic artist, and she drew a picture of this man. And long story short, this man wound up doing a lot of damage to the original girl that he ultimately unalived, and they were able to catch him. Anyways, all this to say, this is absolutely a good example of how trauma stays in our body and how we have cellular memory and how things get stored into our mind, body, soul after betrayal. And I don't want to go into the interoception of the efferent communication in the vagus nerves, but basically the heart talks to the mind talks to the heart. There's a lot that goes on, and which is ultimately why a lot of professionals feel as if stored memory trauma is acute, is a real thing, and this is evidenced. You know, they didn't talk about this in the documentary. Just as a practitioner, I was thinking, wow, this makes a lot of sense why people absolutely have trauma from a molecular level, from a cellular memory. I mean, you know, for organs to be transplanted and then for that trauma to come out, or that memory to come out, or that life experience to come out in that next person, just goes to show you, and this is what I wanted to get on here and say, it's not as easy when you hear just get over it. No, this has profoundly readjusted within your body, and your body is holding on to something that is profoundly life altering. So if you hear your partner, your significant other, your spouse, or even family or friends say, oh my God, just get over it, it is a part of you. It's like, you know, I don't want to say it's like asking somebody to change their eye color, because, you know, it's not like that, but it is a part of you. It is a part of you. And healing, although not impossible, time consuming and takes a lot of work and a lot of energy. So no, you can't just get over this. Absolutely not.